A woman called Cheryl Rio, she's the CEO of a marketing company from Texas, faced a ton of backlash this week for saying that voters would be better off leaving the job of president to men because they're less hormonal. Watch this.
I know sitting across from a man, you're going to be looked at a certain way. We're built differently. We do have different hormones, and we do, and in the world that we live in, I understand that there's equal rights, and that's a wonderful thing, and I support all of that. I don't support a woman being president.
Joining us now to respond, someone who also knows a bit about running a business, her own business, former CEO of Hewlett-Packard, Carly Fiorina. Welcome to Fox and Friends Weekend. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
So, between just girls here, the hormones that we have make us not qualified to be president, according to this woman? What do you think?
Out of control.
Well, you know, Sandy's obviously entitled to her opinion, but I think American history is littered with examples of men whose judgment was clouded by their hormones, including in the Oval Office. So if we want to talk about hormones, I think men's hormones sometimes get the better of them.
Hilarious. Now, Hillary Clinton has made the case that a woman should be president for historical reasons, but also that women are naturally better leaders. They govern in a way that's different from the way men govern. Do you think that's true?
Well, look, I think good leadership requires transparency and candor, which Hillary Clinton has not displayed. I think it requires collaboration, which I don't think she's particularly displayed. I think it also requires a track record of accomplishment, and honestly, she doesn't have much. So while I certainly think a woman is capable of being president, and I will probably be running for president in a few short weeks, I also think that gender shouldn't be the basis upon which we make that decision. And that's why if Hillary Clinton faces me on a general debate stage, she won't be able to talk about being the first woman president. She won't be able to talk about the war on women. The only thing she'll be able to talk about is her track record, her accomplishments or lack thereof, her policies and plans, which have crushed the middle class, and her own track record of a lack of candor and transparency, whether it was Emailgate or Benghazi.
So you just made news there.
Yeah, probably running for president.
Probably running for president in a few weeks to make that announcement. Do you have a date set when you will make that announcement?
Well, you know, we're probably going to do something late April, first part of May, so we're coming up on a formal decision and announcement pretty soon here.
And will you run on the historical fact of a woman should be president, it's time for a woman to be president, or more on your record and your leadership?
Well, I'm going to run on the fact that America is at a pivotal point. America is at a point where we need to restore possibilities for all Americans, where we have a government that is so big, so powerful, so costly, so complex, and so corrupt that only the big, the powerful, the wealthy, and the well-connected are making it now. And yes, I will run on my track record, having started as a secretary and become a chief executive, having led major charities in this country, having traveled all over the world and met with most of the world leaders on the stage today. I think I understand the economy. I think I understand the world and who's in it. I understand what it takes to change bureaucracies. I understand technology, which is a transformative tool, and perhaps most importantly of all, I understand executive decision-making, which is making a tough call in a tough time with high stakes for which you're prepared to be held accountable.
You're making a powerful case. Carly Fiorina, thanks for joining us this morning. I hope you'll come back. That was great.